the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Okay, today is March 26, 2022. It is 6:37 a.m. Damn, I just started recording. I hope my last recording the mic was not off, but I just saw when I turned this one on, the recording, it shows the mic was off. Oh god, I just spent like maybe 30 minutes. I hope it wasn't off. But anyway, this is video number 3. This was the last prayer that I did for video 1 and 2. Video 1 and 2, I split it into 2 videos because one recording split into 2 because I had a lot of tweets to share and it passed more than 1 hour. Let's go to my channel back end. Let's do a refresh. I did that on my last video. Let's see if anything changed. Okay, the money remained the same. There's a little bit more view, more comments. All right, so let's go on Twitter. This one is gonna focus on the Sussexes. Okay, this is the first tweet. Okay, there's this. I swear the way everything worked out for Harry and Meghan, it was divine intervention that yanked them out of the royal shit show and blacked the part-time offer. Princess Diana and Doria's ancestors said, quote, "We got you, we're getting you the F out." Yep, end quote. That is true. That is true. I like that picture of both of them. Maybe I'll use that for the thumbnails. I love that. Okay, let's see some of the comment. Diana's ancestors were enslaved. Doria's ancestors, they weren't on the same team. But let's just see. Well, I've said before, when we pray to our ancestors, Princess Diana, who was in the physical world not too long ago, who understand the pain that Harry and Meghan are going through, so at least it reaches her. Okay, All right, that mentality, that hardship she felt, the pain and agony when majority of the world did not understand the tactic of the firm. But through Harry and Meghan, most of the blind who didn't see what Princess Diana was going to understand. At least I did. At least I did. But at least the prayers that we be sending reaches Princess Diana. That's good enough. Okay, that's good enough. Meghan's ancestor already knows the pain and agony through the mother's side. Okay, so they understand the pain. So it reaches to the right people. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Actually, the Spencers were very forward thinking. Diana had a black great grandmother and she inherited a trust fund from her American grandmother. So please do not connect the Windsors with the Spencers. These I don't know, but I know in one of my videos I did a quick little research, I think during the recording, where this person who said the part of the American connection, yes, I did see that. I did see Princess Diana have some family members who were in America. Alright, quote, and we were never coming back, end quote. Meghan suffered at the hand of the royal and British media, but God really made their enemies their footstool. Okay, yes, fact. Okay, the stars were aligned. Yep, the stars were always aligned in their favor. Facts. Yep. And there are times where I said, you know, sometimes as much as, you know, it's painful for me to say, because no one, absolutely no one should have any pain, with the exception of natural illnesses. Okay, but when other human being is inflicting pain onto others, it should never have happened. But the way God have sort of shift certain things, sometimes we have to have certain sacrifices people made. It's unfortunate many have to experience certain pain in order for others, okay, who probably have another set of the puzzle, to see the pain that the other ones are going through, to shape their own perspective. I hope I make sense with that. As bad as it was for Princess Diana, Harry and Meghan to go through all of that pain, Princess Diana risked her life, literally risked her life, for us to see the nonsense. And then we have a small taste of Harry and Meghan experience that, and then they out. Okay, at least we could say, no, your pattern of inflicting pain onto others is not acceptable. Because before, so many people were too blind to see, because these royal family have a way of controlling the mind through the media. So many people failed to see it, but some people are seeing it now.
When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force.
All right, so it takes the sacrifice of Harry and Meghan, and they got out, and thank God. And this is why we need to keep on praying to whatever hole we fail to see as human being, so our prayers could block those infiltrate who try to infiltrate the Harry and Meghan, to prevent that shield. Okay, so they could stay in their tranquil, their oasis of goodwill, whatever they wanted to do for humanity, that puzzle that God had given them to connect, for them to continue their work. All right, this is why we have to keep on supporting and pray for them, because they're passionate about this. Not all of us who's passionate about that kind of work. So we do our part, pray to shield them, okay, so they could their work in peace, okay, and happiness. Yep, although they went through a horrible time as working royals, it happened for a reason. There's that thing here. They were meant to break away from this unfortunate mess and do something bigger, better. That is true. All right, she was sent to rescue him. I fully believe it. That's some of the things that I've been saying. I think so too. Okay, there's a picture of Harry looking at as a child. I think Princess Diana was still alive, looking at the window, and it looks like he really wanted to get out. Okay, and then you have Meghan as a young lady visiting the UK, you know, in front of the palace, taking picture with her friend. All right, there's connection. I think this is where the universe start shaping them. Okay, especially Meghan. I've said this a very long video a long time ago, where Meghan, that picture where she took in front of whatever palace she was. Okay, the universe saw it, the potential of Meghan, and said, you know what? Hold my tea here. I'm going to send you out to the world, do your studies, do all of the stuff, prepare you so you could come and get that prince in there who's looking at the window, who wants to get out. Okay, different time, different things, but it's just the universe plugging things together. All right, and said, hey, this is it. And then one person who knew both of them made that connection, and then there it is. Okay, I agree that it was for the best that they get out. Others are unraveling like a thread caught in a pinwheel. Okay, I'm so glad they are out of there, because everyone in there is so happy now, and that will make the Markles happy too. Good, everyone, us happy, I guess, is happy. Good, everyone is happy. If Harry and Meghan did the Caribbean tour, it will have been a success. Let's not mention them in there. They're done with that. They could go on vacation and do their thing, because was it Meghan have gone there several times before. Okay, Harry too, privately. They love Jamaica. So that alone already told Jamaica that they got a true supporter there. Okay, I love your tweet. All right, let's see here. Everything that is happening right now with William and Kate is karma. They wanted the spotlight. This is what spotlight create. It focused on the imperfection. I don't know why they were craving for the spotlight for so much, because when they could just sit in the background, let the two hard workers do the work, and all they had to do is go cut ribbon. And the main thing with that, Harry and Meghan don't care. They didn't care about that. They just wanted to help the people.
I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
But they wanted so much. Sometimes, I've said this before, sometimes you want something so much, it will choke you. Like I said, you need food, you need water, you need all of this to sustain life, to remain relevant, to live. But too much of it could kill you. Okay, if only they were out of it, cadet ties became Mr. and Mrs. Everyone would be better off, but they are still well in it. Okay, you will heal. Harry and Meghan are minding their business, but yet, okay, so what? So what? Harry's a blood prince and he's still married to her. So what the hell is their problem? My goodness. There's this, like this person, you will heal. Exactly. Let's see here. Amen. Okay, love always wins. Meghan saved Harry from a toxic family that would have been his undoing. Yeah, and the thing is that Harry grew up in it. I mean, he saw he was in pain, but because it was part of him, they inflicted that in him, and he's become part of it, of his DNA. He didn't know how any other way. He knew he needed to get out, but he just didn't know how until, you know, the bright light came into him and said, here. Meghan was like, you don't have to live that way. And especially, again, things that I've said before, when they were dating, okay, Harry saw the peaceful life that Meghan was living and said he wanted that. And I think the courtship between Harry and Meghan would have been much longer. All right, for those who are new, these are the things that I've been saying. Their dating would have been much longer if the royal rats didn't interfere. Okay, wanted to scoop breaking news and all of that. I think Harry and Meghan would have been dating much longer, and then because Harry was okay with that, and eventually he will be married. But hey, this is where karma comes, and you know, the universe did its thing. They interfere into their private life, and then Harry saw this. I know Harry knew it. If I ever meet Harry in person, I swear I will ask him this. I said, did the royal rats make you speed up the wedding? Okay, because I knew the minute the royal rats knew that he was dating Meghan, he speed up the process, because he knew how damaging the royal rats will be, and then Meghan was not about that life. And then to prevent Meghan from finding out, he proposed and bang bang bang. Okay, I knew. I've said this so many times. People disagree with me. I swear, if I ever meet Harry, this will be my first question. Did you speed up the process for the wedding because of the royal rat? Then until he tell me shut the F up. Don't let the cat out of the bag, then I'll mind my own business on that. But other than that, I think he did that on purpose. All right, let's move on to the next tweet. The thing that I've said, I don't think I want to meet Harry, because if he watch my my videos, there's a lot of things that I've said. All right, those who's been since I was in 200 subscribers knows what's up. Okay, spicy rice and everything. The first time they date, I've said a lot of things. I don't think I want to meet Harry. Harry will say like, what the F were you talking about me for? Okay, next tweet. So I retweeted that. Okay, what did I say here? Future. Okay, it started here. Future Sussex, what is it? Future S, what is that? FFS Meghan, why did you have to seize Jamaica of Spain in 1655 and violently colonize it with a view of ruining Will's and Kate's holiday? So they're blaming Meghan for this. Let's feed this nonsense here. Shame on Meghan Markle as her propagandists use the fantasy that the royal family is racist to derail Will's and Kate's Jamaican tour and destroy the Commonwealth. My new column for my online. These people are delusional. The power that they gave Meghan, they went this far. Oh my God. That Oprah talk was a while back to still be relevant enough to affect Will and Kate's tour. Then William recently made a racist statement involve Ukrainians. Meghan can help if she is more beloved than Kate. Yeah, Kate, dream on. Kate is sent. Oh my God, maybe this is why I respond on this here. Dream on. Kate is 10 times the person Meghan will ever be. This is laughable. This is me responding. Okay, you just got jokes, ain't ya? All right, there's 8 comments under this. Let's go into that. Okay, absolutely, Wendy. Also, Kate's dad is bigger than Meghan's dad. Okay, that they could have that. Okay, it's so pathetic that the only great thing you guys can say about Kate is her outfit. LOL, embarrassing. Is it 2022 and Kate's act like it's 1950s? All right, there's comment in here. No, that's apparently just what you hear. There is news about her work on behalf of the queens all the time. Okay, what are they then? What are they? Okay. What is it? The childhood thing, the disaster, mental health, a disaster. If you thinking about mental health and all of this, the nonsense that they doing. I report about the, what is it, shout. Or something like that. LOL, even her own supporters don't talk about her work. I mean, she doesn't even have real supporters. They are just Meghan haters. Okay, they actually do. Sugar. Calling people sugar. And the fact that the people also talk about her clothing doesn't negate the accomplishment. What are they? What is the accomplishment? When Meghan goes out, her clothing is reported on too. But her work, what is it? During the Women's Day, International Women's Day, they were doing a lot of quotes about Meghan, none about the royal family. Okay, let's see here. The difference, Meghan's work is known by both her supporters and you guys. In fact, you spend half your day talking about Meghan's work. That boring Kate. Even you guys don't talk about her. It's pathetic. Like the woman has been around the world half her life. LOL. Okay, there's the laugh here. LOL, Meghan's work. Okay. Let's let them laugh. That's hilarious. Catherine exceptional popular, while Megs have been voted most boring. Okay, that's in their head. I've shown tweets about this kind of thing here, where Meghan surpassed even the Queen. Okay, LOL, boring where? The only place 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐀 is popular is in Lily White, England. This one is good. This one is good. That's true. It's only in England. Okay, 10 times. What do you use? A scale of measurement. I'm not a royalist, but you have one self-made woman who was known before marrying into this shit show, and one who is the shining light of said shit show, who nobody would have known about without her elevation into the nonsense. Okay, I'm a royalist. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so you see they're trying to pop up the other one, but yet I don't see the work that she's saying. All right, what is the work? Okay, this was the original tweet. Let's read some few in this. Let's see here. Newsflash, Jamaicans have been fighting British racism since the day of slavery. Every single one of our national heroes is SO who fought against the British. Has he heard of Marcus Garvey? He needs to stop obsessing over Meghan and using her for clout. Okay, there's this. Right, leaving this here. Then Danny Boy and Kate's bro. He works for KP, the Midi fam. All right, I showed this in one of the family. The Oprah talk was a while back. Okay, I read this. Okay, this is where I went in it. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. Next tweet. They always come onto those things, but yet they can't really say any of the accomplishment. Okay, my morning. Oh, this one was hilarious. Okay, my morning. I'm telling, the power that woman possesses is beyond the moon. So this is Natasha Devon. I think she's a presenter in the UK. This is what she tweeted. I've woken up with a slight headache today. I blame Meghan Markle. For me, I thought that was funny. Some squad may not find it funny, but I thought that was funny. As a Jamaican and Caribbean woman, I am sickened by this spectacle. I can't even master sarcasm as humor to deflect from my disgust. This is the nonsense that went on in Jamaica. William and Kate Middleton open tap parade brand awful echo of colonialist past. All right, she Google William and Kate military. Caribbean tour 2022. Prince William and Kate dazzling in white. This is all they could do, dazzling. This is what they were trying to recreate. My goodness, and they're trying to get away from that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And this is the thing with life in general. I see something complete. I mean, yes, the clothing, the kind of resemblance, trying to recreate. Yes, I understand that. But what I'm picking out here, this is the thing here. Life is so short. Beauty doesn't last forever. People come and go. And look at, this is the queen here. Look at her. Up straight and everything. Young, the beauty and everything. Look at her now. Look at her now. I don't have a picture right now in front of me. Maybe when I'm editing, I'll put it aside. But this is one of the things I remember. I recognize there was a time, I think I was in college. A friend of mine was doing work something. She worked with old people. And she wanted someone to take over for her. And she had something important to do. And she begged me. I didn't want to, but she begged me. But I did it. But one thing that I learned that weekend, working with that old lady, she was showing me pictures of when she was young. I think she was a old Jewish lady. She was showing me pictures when she was young and how vibrant she was. I think she danced or something like that. And then as she was showing me the picture, all I was thinking, I didn't say it out loud, but all I was thinking is, look at her now. Look at her now. She's old. She can't even take care of herself. She can't do anything by herself. But when you look at when she was younger, her vibrant and beauty and all of that. So this I learned a long time ago. Beauty is on the eyes of the beholder because it does not last forever. People who think beauty is the ultimate thing, there's this here. So this is what I got in this. Even though she's trying to recreate something from the past that the people she's visiting, trying to get away from, is like the force-feeding people. Like Anne said, they don't want to change. So she's carrying the same thing. Like I said in video 2 and the William Cho thing, is that Princess Anne doesn't want to change. The Vanity thing, Vanity Fair interview, they don't want to change. They say nice word, nice speech to give you something to peace your mind, okay? Like, leave me alone. His words, go sit down. I tell you what you want to hear, go sit down. But their action is like, here, I'm going to force feed you. I'm going to impose myself into you. You better take me. So this is the thing here. They went to a country, Jamaica. Jamaica told them they don't, they're not welcome, but they came anyway. And they told them they want to get away from them. They came anyway. But yet, you're imposing, trying to recreate something they're trying to get away from. Okay? This is what this tells me. All right, look at the picture before. There's the Queen here, standing at a Range Rover. Okay? And then what did you do in the 21st century? That. All right? Recreate. All right, let's see here. Meghan is to blame for climate change, and for William, last 10 hair strange. Not the last 10. Oh my God. Okay, Natasha Devon, there's a laugh. Well put. It get more ridiculous by the day, poor woman. It took grey and gloomy out there this morning, and the weather forecasters said part of the UK will be sunny. I'm disappointed. I blame Meghan Markle. So the squad start blaming Meghan for everything. My husband did not come last night. That Meghan's fault. 40 people like it, and this one was like, huh, what happened? Was it for business or was it for business? Okay, that's something. All right. And Meghan says, I'm minding my own business. Exactly. Okay, she look gorgeous. Okay, she's in California now, so I know we are bound to get an earthquake because of her. All right, knock on wood. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I still haven't lost the Christmas weight yet. I wish when I was on the scales this morning, I remember blaming Meghan Markle was an option. Might get very drunk and have a curry tonight now, and I'm blaming that on her too. People are just blaming Meghan for everything now. Okay, I had to wake up and get out of bed this morning. I blame Meghan. I drag myself out of bed and look in the mirror. It's Meghan's fault. People just started making fun of that. My washing machine broke and I have to go to the laundromat. It's all Meghan and Harry's fault. Just made my morning cup of tea. No milk in the fridge. The bloody Markle woman. Eh? I had to share this. There's this here. My paycheck was direct deposit right on time. Thanks, Meghan Markle. Oh my God. I can't find my favorite shoe. Meghan must have taken them. Meghan made William's hair fall out. Fact. Because he was trying to destroy her, nothing worked. That shield of prayer, yep, and he couldn't fathom the fact that the shield is too powerful. Okay, we have to keep on continue praying. My daughter missed the bus. Don't you, Meghan Markle? Okay, we just had heavy rain and flooded the patio. That damn Meghan is at it again. Okay, people's just I think it should be nice hashtag I blame Meghan Markle. Okay, I missed my appointment confirmation for Monday in my OBGYN office because I forgot to disconnect Bluetooth from my no mic headset. I blame Meghan for both. I suck at my job. Could it be Meghan Markle's fault? She's admitting she suck at her job. Okay, let's feed some few more for the laugh. Okay, that's it. Let's whatever's on the screen. Okay, now that is the spirit. Those people who are struggling to heat their homes, Meghan is to blame. Okay, I'm struggling to get out of bed, so I blame her too. I agree with you, Natasha. Here I am laying awake in my bed at 4 a.m. in Western Australia, not able to sleep, but it must be Meghan's fault. Why can't I get my coffee on time? I blame you, Meghan, for this. Okay, so much pollen already, and my allergy is back. I blame Meghan Markle for causing the blooms. I had to work to pay my bills, so I blame Meghan. Okay, let's see here. Okay, definitely after this I move to the next tweet. We forgot to buy coffee yesterday, so there was no coffee this morning. Meghan, I blame you for this. Let's go to the next tweet. The squad knows how to carry on with the nonsense. Next tweet. there's this. I'm cackling over my coffee. Meghan Markle was like, well, since you're talking about me even when I've been minding my business, here's a trailer for my podcast. All right, there's the laugh here. People just laughing. This is where I was saying that I think the nonsense that the heat I think William and Kate was having on that tour, it was going so bad, and I think they just threw that little trailer out there to redirect them a little bit. But hey, the squad was like, thanks Meghan, but let's keep on with the shit show. Let's grab some popcorn and watch this going on, because I did say I was not gonna cover it at all, but the thing was too much for me to ignore. Scene: staff member tap her on the shoulder while she makes organic baby food. Quote, excuse me Meg, but you're trending again. Whatever for? She asks as the food processor whirs. They say you perform a spell on the Jamaican people. What? When? Yesterday. Quote, goodness, how ridiculous. I could have done it yesterday. It was Wednesday and everyone knows I only perform spells on Friday. My Jamaica session isn't until tomorrow. Do you think we have a leak? And alright, let's see this. Okay, sis, I was reading this like, yeah, what's going to happen next? Could it wait for next page to turn to read it? Okay, thanks today. I thought a little fun would be better than a lot of anger wasted on foolish people. That is true. Okay, Our Lady knows what is needed as respect at the table, no 50 of who you are. Okay, Madam Duchess, Boss Lady. When are they not talking about her? Anyway, I'm ready for archetype. Yep, that's the thing here. Alright, so there's more things here. Let's go to the next one. Alright, so this is where I bring in the Spotify. Okay, there's this here. Breaking. Spotify have announced the first podcast from their multi-year partnership with Archwell Audio. This summer, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, will host, quote, Archetype, and quote, a new series investigating the labels and stereotypes that try to hold women back. In one of my videos, I did it a while back when I think they first mentioned that the Spotify Archwell Audio was coming this summer, and I think there was some tweet that was talking about why Meghan, why not Harry, and all of this, and I said something like maybe Meghan is gonna talk about, you know, women issue, like I give example like postpartum after giving birth and all of that, and some way, I mean, it wasn't exactly what I said, but I think I was in the right direction. So let's read that, what this is. And this is gonna come in other tweets. I'm not gonna read it again. I'm gonna read it once. So okay, Spotify and Archwell Audio announced first original podcast series, Archetype, hosted by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Launching this summer, Archetype will investigate the labels that try to hold women back and feature conversation with women and experts about how these typecasts shape narrative. Los Angeles, California, March 24th. So that was 2 days ago. I didn't record anything. Like yesterday, I didn't record anything. Okay. Today, Spotify. Okay. New York Stock Exchange. Spot. Okay. SPOT. So if you do trading, okay, from the New York Stock Exchange, this is the symbol, SPOT. Okay, and Archwell Audio, the audio first production company created by Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, announced Archetype, Archwell Audio inaugural Spotify original podcast series set to launch this summer. And this groundbreaking series, hosted by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Archetypes investigates the labels that try to hold women back. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, will speak with historian and expert to uncover the origin of this stereotype and have uncensored conversation with women who know all too well how this typecast shape narrative. And this is a very good way of educate people, because this thing, if you look at my old videos when I started covering the Sussexes, one of the very first videos that I did was the media. Okay, how the media shape stuff. So this is a very good start with that. Start with foundation, okay, to see how this thing came about, because many things that shape our thought, our subconscious kind of thing, to know that, for instance, dark skin is bad, good skin is good, this kind of thing is the mindset that they create to make people think that way without even force feeding us further anymore, because they do it in our everyday lives where we don't even think of it in a way where it's shaping our thought. So this is a good start. This is a good foundation to start with it. Okay, so I hope I make sense with what I'm saying, because I have an example on my channel when I started covering the Sussexes, is that I did that video regarding the media, because I came to find out is that in the UK, when black people were starting to get themselves out of poverty, out of other things, they're starting to mingle with other white poors. Okay, so to change the shape of the whites, okay, even though they're not helping the poor whites get out of their misery, but to shape their thinking, this is they start with the media, with the tabloid. At that time is newspapers. Okay, to shape people's mind to say don't mingle with them. They don't go direct to them and say don't mingle with them, but they create the imagery, okay, to make you think they are bad. But before, without anyone putting the nonsense into their brain, people were living life. Okay, they see other blacks as, you know, as other human beings. They mingle with them. They, you know, do things that other humans do. But because the elite wanted to stay on top, to create that division, okay, they create that sense of division through the tabloid to shape people's thinking. All right, so this is the thing here, and this is why I think the way Meghan is starting with that is good, the foundation of stuff. Okay, and the audio, let's continue with the screenshot with Spotify. And the audio teaser released today on Spotify link, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, addresses the common stereotype that have historically generalized women through the lens of popular culture and media. Quote, "This is how we talk about women, the words that raise our girls, and how the media reflect women back to us. But where do these stereotypes come from?" This is the, I'm gonna insert Madeleine Albright speech here. All right, she make a perfect sense. People who don't support women, there's a special place in hell for them. May she rest in peace. And how do they keep showing up and defining our lives? Okay, that was a quote. She also previewed the type of guests that will be featured throughout the season. This is Archetypes, the podcast where we dissect, explore, and subvert the labels that try to pull women back. I'll have conversation with women who know all too well how this typecast shape our narrative, and I'll talk to historians to understand how we even got here in the first place. What I see here, the conversation she's creating with Spotify is based on things that is being played out in our society. So it pretty much giving her the thinking aspect. This is something we should talk about, so those young people who's growing up could understand how the tabloid, like for instance, when you look at advertisement, they're showing you like this is the best product you should buy, and instead of the generic brand, this kind of thing. So this kind of thing shape people's mind into thinking certain way. So Meghan, with the conversation that's going on, especially she's been saying she's she stick up for women and women's right and all of that, feminist, that's the word I was looking, feminist. So this is shaping her to create the conversation. So she's looking for people with the background to help shape the conversation much better. When they're saying in some old tweet where I think Harry was doing certain thing and they're blaming Harry, or you're not this, you're not that. But the thing is that I think it had to do with the Vax Live. There was some, you know, the haters will always come and spew their hate. Okay, saying, oh, he's not a professional in this, he's not in that. But I explained where they use Harry because of his popularity to spread the information out. So when he goes to the UN, those meetings, is probably what the professionals were telling him. This is what the facts, the information, the studies that they done, this is the result of it. This is what you need to tell the young people so they could understand it, because they like you. So in other words, Harry was the messenger. Okay, they use him, and Harry didn't mind to be used as a messenger so the young people could listen. So this is the same thing with Meghan here. Okay, all eyes are on her. So she's using her platform to bring professionals who probably been, you know, scientists who's been trying to do this for decades. Okay, they doing the work for decades because they don't have that popularity. They see them, you know, as geeks. They have nothing, you know, that, I don't know, maybe sex appeal, this thing, the flashy thing to get people attention, but they doing the work in the background. So what Meghan is doing here, bringing those people who's been doing it for years, probably been telling us for years, this is what we need to do, this is what we need to do to shape our future. But many of us, the evildoers with the flashy thing, make things look so easy while they remove our freedom away from us, okay, distract us from seeing those people who's been doing the work for so many years, trying to tell us this is the way we should look at things. All right, they didn't have the flashy light. So since Meghan and Harry, eyes on her, young people like them, young people enjoy having them around for conversation, important conversation. So she's using that and say, let's bring this discussion here. Okay, since all eyes are on me, let me dissect your studies that you've been doing for decades. Let me see how we could make the young people understand. This is the way that I see it. Okay, and this is not new coming from me. I've said this before, probably around the Vax Live kind of thing. I've said this before. All right, so this is taking a bit longer than expected. Okay, let's continue. Archetype will be produced by Archwell Audio in partnership with 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐀𝐊𝐈𝍍𝐆 for Spotify and available for listeners around the world to stream for free. Okay, for free. Exclusive on Spotify this summer. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Ben Browning, Archwell Head of Content, and Rebecca Sananes, sorry if I pronounce some names wrong, Archwell's head of audio, will serve as executive producers. Don Astroff, sound familiar. Okay, Courtney Holt and Julie McNamara will serve as executive producers for Spotify. Teaser was produced in partnership with Little Everywhere, a podcast production house led by Jane Murray. All right, so that's that. All right, I love when big conversation are held on the table by intellectual and academic. Well done. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, it is weird that someone who campaigned against systematic oppression uses a royal title. Oh God, but that's her title. Deal with it. If you guys want to remove it, do the proper step. Do the proper step and remove it. All right, do you have to have the haters come in here? All right. It is weird that someone who campaigned against systematic oppression uses a royal title, something that exemplifies systematic oppression. Anyway, good luck with that. With the show, I'll be listening. We know that too. All right, the haters will always be listening. Maybe you'll learn something somewhere. Yeah, you know. Okay, let's see here. There's 8 comments in here. Okay, aren't you also arguing under post that there's nothing that can be done about the past in regard to Jamaica, so it doesn't matter. Okay, as a royal household, the Windsors are exempt from UK law. They can be charged or arrested for any crime or have to pay tax. You're also required to call them sir or madam, as well as bow down to them, where titles with systematic oppression. Okay, not her problem. Exactly, not Meghan's problem. Okay, not her problem. The Caribbean wants to get rid of UK monarchy after years of oppression. She's not speaking about the royal institution. She's going back into history where all women are disparaged. That has nothing to do with UK royalty. It's every generation problem. Stop whining. Let's see here. Yes, Jamaica has had decades to decide whether to leave the Commonwealth or not. Decades. Facts. They are your friend. Learn them. Learn them. Help prevent one from sounding exceeding ignorance. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but right now we're talking about Spotify. Okay, video 1 and 2 for today's date. Deal with that. All right, the haters, you know, they still coming to complain, but yet they still following the squad thing. Okay, I will literally roll over the floor if those middle-aged ladies start claiming that this is 1 minute promo that overshadowed the very successful royal tour. Oh Lord. Okay, my heart simply melted when reading that statement. Meghan Markle really is an inspiration to us all. Okay, this is a needed discussion. Yeah, and then from there, let's be mindful. Okay, I know some people, not the squad, but some people like to stay in a bubble and where things have to be you know, step by step. So this is like the start of the conversation of her Spotify podcast. So this is the beginning, and I think this is the foundation of things. Through that, we'll probably will get other discussion about maybe, I don't know, I'm just doing things like I did on one of my videos, women's health and how postpartum, again, I think this is something they probably will she will touch as well. And William, I'm saying William, Harry will touch on a different topic that has to do maybe with the military, because this is where his passion is. Okay, Harry didn't even come out as at all saying anything. This is completely my humble opinion. Okay, Harry will probably bring the discussions, again start with the foundation. Okay, and then when they come back with the things that they seen in the battlefield, and then how come when they come back, the help that they need to help their mental health be somewhat at ease. It will never be normal again after they see what they saw. Once you see something, you cannot erase it. All right, it is there forever. Okay, until, you know, your last breath. But what can they do to put a band-aid on what they have seen, so that at least they could put it in a file cabinet somewhere in their mind? It's there, and then for them to move forward with their life. This kind of thing. This is the thing that I see maybe Harry will be focusing on, because this is his passion and this kind of thing. Maybe also with AIDS, all of this, Santa Bali, all of that. So he'll use his podcast to discuss this kind of thing. That's just my humble opinion here. Let's move on to the next tweet. And I thought that was a very good start for that when I start talking about the Spotify. And there's this again. I'm not gonna read it. It's just a comment under those posts. All right, I just read that and I give my opinion. There's this conversation with women. All right, what is that? Okay, that's an image. Archwell and this groundbreaking new podcast archetype, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. All right, there's this. These are screenshots. Okay, there's the laugh here. What is that? Meghan revealed her new Spotify podcast called Archetype that will dissect, explore, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back as $18 million deal final gets off the pond. They have to bring that money here. They had to bring it here. Okay, Jessica Green, that's the 24th, 2 days ago. Meghan will speak to historian, expert, and women about being typecast. Okay, this is how we talk about women, the words that raise our girls, and how the media reflect women back to us. But where do these stereotypes come from, and how do they keep showing up and defining our lives? Okay, so they're taking stuff from that. Okay, coming soon. So they giving promoting that for her as well. Okay, PYTE is up. LOL. What is that? When you regularly announce new project when others are doing high profile work. Are they talking about the voter? Okay, because it might give you extra media coverage that says more about their power than yours. Whatever. But the thing is that the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Let's just say that. The information that she'll be speaking will give us a better understanding of how we could shape our own life. So this is the thing people need to understand. Okay, really wonder, was it Wheels Wondering Willie? It's called promotion and marketing. Unless you are Beyonce, you don't just randomly drop something and tell people about it later. You advertise, do trailer. Yeah, that's exactly that. The name, Wheels Wondering Willie. Oh my God, 50 people. Oh, there's a comment under it. Let's see. Okay, she's silly. All right, there's that. High profile work took me out. There's this. I may not always be thirsty, but when I am. Okay, questioning for the bitter tea, showing that make the announcement be ignored because, as she says, the others are apparently more high profile that won't increase their coverage unless they're doing the same thing. Isn't Charles on tour? There's that. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm already 46 minutes onto this. and I have 3 more after that one. Okay, or the misogynistic men and the British media should be ready for dragging, because the vital conversation will expose all their methods and terminologies used to berate and drag women down. This will fire more women movement. When you think about it, this image just came to mind where someone did it on Twitter. It's 2 of them that I have, where Meghan is sitting on a chair. You have all those royal rats trying to, you know, come in on her face, and you have another one where she's standing, and then you have all the royal rats coming to her face. Meanwhile, Andy is in the background. They leave them alone. So in other words, this is where I said also, maybe it was meant that she went through her hardship in the UK to harness the anger, the pettiness, the negativity that they made her go through, to harness that negative energy and turn it into a positive, to have that conversation. Because she has a perfect example of what it's like to have misogynistic men coming at you every single day for the past, what, 2 or 3 years. Okay, so she knows through experience. She could speak from her own experience. Okay, so this is where she's gonna bring the expert to come and talk about how this came out, why this is the way it is, why do these men feel it's okay to be talking about her in particular, because she went through it, that was her experience, and other women as well. Okay, so she has a platform right there where she could, you know, with her whole full chest and say, I went through it. That was my experience. Can you explain this to me? Why these men were treating me like this when I was in the UK? All right. So her hardship was not in vain. Okay. Our prayers help her get out of it. Okay. For many of the squad, I was late in the game. I'm not here to come as a savior. All right. I'm not here to come as a savior, but to let you see the pattern of things, the step of things. All right, she experienced that for all of us, for many women who cannot get out of the misogynistic kind of environment. So she went through it where the whole world was watching. So she has a platform to say, I went through it. No one can dispute that on her, because everybody was watching. Okay, whether or not you were into the royal, whether or not you were into Meghan or not, everybody was watching it in some shape or form. So she has a backbone with her whole chest to say, I've experienced it. Can you explain to me why I was treated that way? What was the foundation of these men to feel like it was okay to every single day for the past 2 or 3 years when I was in the UK, to feel like it was okay for them to do that to me? This is that. All right, this is the, what is it, the casualty of certain things. So she was the casualty of it, and thank God, through our prayers, she came out alive with her husband to go back and speak about it. All right, so it was not all in vain. Okay, it was not all in vain.
Why do they see you as a threat?
I think every strong woman in history has had to walk down a similar path, and I think it's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. Why is she strong? Where does she get it from? Where is she taking it? Where is she going to use it? Why do the public still support her? When I say public, you go in and do an engagement and there's a great many people there.
There it is. I forgot. I responded. This is the images that I was talking about. This is it. All right. I still feel the same way. Okay. These images came to mind as I read your tweet. There it is. Okay. I still feel the same way. I even forgot I did. There it is. All in her face. All right. There's Andy in the back. All right. All in her face every single day, talking untruthful things about her. What makes them felt like it was okay to do so? What gave them the authority to feel like it was okay? All right. So she didn't go through all of that in vain. So we're gonna find the foundation of them misbehaving, and hopefully some women who feel like Meghan, it's okay for Meghan to go to that, could open their eyes and say it was unfair. And this is the other one. There's these are the other women who felt like it was okay as well. Okay, there's Andy in the back here. This is a perfect depiction of Meghan's time in the UK. Perfect depiction. Okay, all those men in her face and women who felt like it was okay to do so. Okay, there's Andy in the back who was doing some unethical behavior with children. Okay, stay in the back laughing while everybody turn on them. Okay, there's the Queen who has the authority, the power to put a stop to it. Nope, did not. Okay, this is why the Caribbean wants to get out. If you could, on the platform, you allow these white people, men and women, the only black royal family, to allow them to do this to her, it's time to break apart. Okay, this is the Caribbean thing here. All right, let's read this. I can't believe that's my only tweet here. Wow. Okay, let's go into that. Okay, Duchess Meghan announced Hush-type podcast series about label that tried to hold women back. The series is the first Spotify offering from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Hushwell audio production. Okay, so they're repeating the same thing, but they that's, you could freeze the screen and read it, so let me not spend time on that. All right, so it's the same thing they're repeating, and this was my response on that. And I think this was the one that got me to bookmark it to share with you. And look at this, I still feel the same way with those images. All right, next tweet. It's funny that I've even forgot I comment on that. All right, some royal reporters and trolls seems to think that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle should go into hiding and stop living their lives anytime anyone in the royal family does absolutely anything. Otherwise, they're, quote, overshadowing and, quote, the royals, the power these two have. Okay, they still expect Harry and Meghan to consult and respect the royal calendar. With 7 magnificent working royals, Harry and Meghan are required to schedule their activities to accommodate the royal family. When do Harry and Meghan get to live their own lives? Other royals are out and about during this tour, but no problem. Yeah, and this is why they were thinking of you know, taking all the things that associate with the royal family. I'm telling you, God is good, because now anything positive that Harry and Meghan do, the royal family cannot take credit for it. Okay, they cannot take credit for it because they did not want Harry and Meghan to associate with the royal. They thought it was a stain. This is the bubble that they live in. They drink their own Kool-Aid. They said they're nonsense. They believe it. When they know it's a propaganda, they should put this step aside and not drink it, but they did drink it. What did the saying say? Who said it? I think it's one of those rappers who said, if you're selling drugs, you don't take the drugs or something like that. Otherwise, you're gonna screwed, because the royal family drank their own Kool-Aid. They believed the nonsense that they were telling other people, and then this is what self-destruct. Okay, they didn't want Harry and Meghan to associate with them. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan are doing good things that could elevate the royal family. But hey, it is what it is. Their opinion don't put food on Harry and Meghan's table or pay the bills or security. Only criminals hide. Harry and Meghan are not overshadowing anyone. They're now independently employed with their own business with contracts on the side. For all of the trolls who are mad, stay mad, because Harry and Meghan move on. That is true. That is true. Okay, I laughed today. Someone told me one of the right wing's news channel in UK was debating if Meghan and Harry should go to help the the cabbages in order to rescue the Caribbean. So hell to the no. Well, then again, I think they did. I think with that Spotify announcement, I think they tried, but the gutter of the Cambridges were too deep. There was no way out of this. Look at, I said I was not gonna cover it, but the thing that I saw was going on was too much to leave some of you guys who are not on Twitter out. I had to share some of the tweets with you. I don't know when you get them, but you will eventually. And this is why I really promote other Sussex Squad channels, because they are more up to date. Like Sussex Squad, Baron's tweet, I think, I'm saying tweet, Baron's channel, because occasionally he does live feed and go on Twitter and all of that. So me, I don't know, I have an issue with YouTube. Lately they've been approving the videos a little bit much quicker, but I have so many backup videos, it will be very bad for me to just let all of them go all at once, because there are times I may not be able to record. Like yesterday, I didn't record. Maybe they should worry about the senior royals and authenticity and lack of magnetism. And the thing is, Meghan and Harry aren't really doing anything to overshadow anyone. That's the thing. They're just free and living their best life by themselves. All they have to do is breathe and blink and immediately overshadow their entire royal family. Okay, the royals cheerleaders are in awe and kiss the ground the royals walk on, accepting the rest of the world to do the same. But the rest of the world doesn't even think about it. Okay, Spotify releasing the trailer. Spotify recognized their content creator trending and made a business choice to release it. Already scheduled or recent business decision that the Cambridges were involved in Spotify's decision. I don't know. I just feel like maybe they thought let's rescue them from the embarrassment that they're doing to themselves. Let's release. I don't know. I'm just putting my nonsense out. Okay. Probably this person is right. It was already scheduled to do so, but the shit show that was going was too much to not look at it. Okay, overshadowing will be Harry and Meghan going to the Caribbean at the same time to see who drew the most crowd. Haha, what a great idea. Give them something legit to complain about. Okay, personally, I love it if they went there as part of the project with World Central Kitchen, the United Nations, or some other related group within the next 3 months. They receive a warmest, happiest, and most enthusiastic welcome ever. I think so too. That would be nice. I would love to see that. Maybe the royal family need to step up and earn their keep instead of wasting energy and dollar on trying to tear down a hardworking people. Harry and Meghan are booked and busy. Can't stop a star from shining. That's true. All right, so it's almost the same comment. Let's move to the next one. Oh my god, I'm already 58 minutes. All right, after this I have another tweet. Okay, had forgot about this. Remember when the Sussexes refused the usual royal red carpet arrival in South Africa and went straight to their first engagement? They wanted minimal fuss and formality. Okay, this I was not aware of it until the squad brought this up. I was not aware of that, and I think that's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay, why Harry and Meghan's arrival in South Africa will be unusually non-traditional. There will be no traditional red carpet welcome in Cape Town, and the message is clear. Quote, we are here to work. This is not a holiday. End quote. 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐆. Okay, so they were reporting the truth. That's back September 22, 2019. Okay, let's go into this. There's no comment. I thought that was good to share. I wasn't aware of that. And this is the thing, Harry and Meghan, they could read the room. Instead of wasting money to do all this nonsense, just go straight to the thing. Show people respect. That's good enough. The respect will be returned. Next tweet, and this is my last one. There's me laughing. My morning, I'm telling the power the woman possesses is beyond the moon. Okay, I think I went over it already. I think that was at the beginning, and there's me putting it again. Okay, I woke up with a slight headache today. I blame Meghan Markle. So I bookmarked it twice. I went over it already. All right, because of this, let me put Boozy. Okay, I have one tweet I was starting to create for Boozy. By itself, but I didn't come across other tweet, but let's add it here. Okay, I wish someone will explain to Sue that free speech has nothing to do with social media platform that can suspend whomever they want whenever they want. All right, so let's this here. I sent you an email, Pierce, to your work. Free speech still under attack. My YouTube was shut down with no notice, no warning, etc. as I don't like Harry and Meghan, and I was in support of you and Sharon. So in other words, because the YouTube is a business, I think YouTube is trying many ways, shape or form to sort of maybe just shut down my channel. This is why I had the other backup, but I'm not doing anything to hate on anybody. I'm just reporting, giving my opinion, and I guess in a respectable way. And when I talk with the Cambridges, I try my best. Again, they all my humble opinion, but to somewhat in a fast-baked, fact-based kind of mentality, whatever I'm aware of. But you don't try to create hate out of no reason just because you don't like somebody. Okay, let's see here. The Sioux of the world see free speech as one-way street, don't dare counter them, and any response to the contrary or blowback means free speech is being stifled. Social media platforms aren't democracies. They're owned by entities that can make rules of play arbitrarily. Okay, this is both funny as hell and sad. Another example is F around and find out. Haha. Okay, there are rules for every platform that users must adhere to. Just because YouTube has been ignored violation doesn't mean she has a right to abuse people. She needs to sit down. The way that I see my channel was going from the beginning. I mean, it's been there for a while, but once I start talking about the Sussexes, the channel is going, because for like a year or so, it was just sitting there doing nothing. But once I start putting little content regarding the Sussexes, but more in a positive way, and I start seeing some stuff happening, I was like, oh, what's going on? It seems like in some shape or form, the way, the kind of I will not say feedback, the kind of things that I saw, it was unspoken words by YouTube. Okay, I cannot say this is exactly what they're doing, but it's just little things that I was seeing happening, that were happening, that seems like they wanted me to shape my I guess my conversation in a different way. But when in fact this is where your foundation needs to be very well established. I wasn't about that. I said this so many times. Who doesn't want money? Of course everybody wants money. I would love to have money. You know, hopefully YouTube treated my channels in a fair way. I would love to make millions. Okay, I'm not discrediting that at all, but my foundation for the direction I was going was not about money from the beginning. Okay, I was just having fun, and at the same time putting the right information out. And I've said this for some of you who are new, because I see my channel is growing a little bit at a time, is that reading tweets, sharing tweets with some of you was not my idea at all. It was to create research videos, like I've done in other my old videos, to share with you that I see that the narrative that was going, that was wrong. One of the perfect example is about the, I forgot what I call it, but it's about the media. Okay, and you look at my backup channel, I did something about journalism. This was the shape of this video, of that channel. But one day I was reading some stuff on Twitter that was kind of funny to me, and I decided to share it. And then 1 or 2 squad came across it, and then they asked to share some more. Okay, many of them a little bit at a time. Some are coming and say, I'm not on Twitter, can you please share some more? This is why you see tweet videos every day. I'm on Twitter every day now, so the time that I spend reading to myself, I just record them and then share my opinion with you, and that was it. But my foundation was not about money. Okay, it's an accidental kind of thing to grow this channel the way it is, by accident, and I'm okay with it because I'm doing it with full conscience. And one slight little thing that happened to me when I reached 200, because YouTube was putting me in so much those little unspoken words, I can't really pinpoint exactly what each one of them are, but I saw something strange was going on. And this is why sometimes I show my back end. All right, I show you how much money I'm making. For 1 minute it's $300. I refresh the thing, it's back to 200 something. All right, people are watching my videos. Okay, this cannot be. These are some small unspoken words. This, I've shown you that. Through that, because I was seeing that, and I create a backup channel. But I cannot really tell you why YouTube was doing that to my channel. And I realize now the time that they take to review some of my videos, because every videos that I put out, maybe 1 or 2 that they don't allow, they don't need to check it manually, but now they're a little bit much quicker in releasing it, because the thing is that I'm not in a rush to release some of those videos. Okay, if I spent time making them, if I could make a penny off of it, so I'll wait until you review it to say it's okay, I could make money of it. And then if there's something wrong with it, you need to tell me what was the thing that was wrong. So if they decided to shut my channel down because almost all of my videos are manually reviewed, so you're okay with what I put, this is why I'm not, I don't I'm not fighting them for doing that, because I'm not spewing hate out there. So if they decided to shut it down, now they need, if I call them to court, I could say, okay, you review my videos manually, almost all of my videos, so you decided I could make money off of it. You saw what I put, why you shut my channel down? So I have a reason, so I'm okay with that. This is why when you see negative thing is turning in, I was a little bit upset about it at first, but when I put one and one together, I use it for my own benefit. Okay, so now I have an excuse. I record the background, I show you what's going on. So if you decided to shut it down, you need to explain to me, why did you feel the need to shut it down? What information that was out of line that you felt like it was not worth for my channel to withstand? So whatever they're doing, I use it for my own benefit. So they can just go ahead and shut my channel down because I'm saying something positive that is true, not really to boost the Sussex. Doesn't need me to boost them, they're doing it on their own. But the truth of their work, you need to, if you don't like the information, you need to tell me. All right, so that's that. I went off a little bit, but I'm just sharing with you the way that I see things. All right, there are rules for every platform that users must adhere to. Just because YouTube has been ignoring violation doesn't mean she has a right to abuse people. She needs to sit down. All right, she seems to be able to continue to use her voice. I wonder what the real issue is. Okay, it's not the speech, it's the money that they want. Yeah. Okay, I'm broke. That's that. Okay, I was supportive of you and Sharon. You think those people care? This is where they use the little people against each other. All right, they fuel you to destroy each other, and then when you need their help, they don't know you. Okay, I always wonder what grade they are in. I mean, I love their desperation, and this is the first time I really feel that way about some people. All right, let's see. I use this meme frequently. All right, let's see if I could read that. Public service announcement: the right to free speech means the government can't arrest you for what you say. It doesn't mean that anyone else has to listen to your BS or host you while you share it. Okay, the First Amendment doesn't shield you from criticism or consequences. If you yell at, boycott it, have your show canceled, or get banned from internet community, your free speech right aren't being violated. Okay, it's just that way. The people listening think you're a-hole, and they show you the door. Okay, I guess this should have been with that and that with that. Okay, so that's that. Oh, there's more. Is that the same thing? Yep, that's the same thing. Okay, crying to Pierce, one of the leaders of hate. So telling. Before you judge Piers Morgan, walk a mile on his shoes. Okay. Okay, oh, social media like Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc. are all businesses, meaning that when you're using them, there is a restriction on your free speech, and it's their right as a business to impose the consequences they give you. So naive. I mean, everybody says that, but I don't know what she is, but I'm just saying. She sounds like she's about to miss a car payment. Free. Now I see she's not making money. Free speech comes with responsibilities and consequences, dear Sue. Okay, now you tell her. Okay, there's that. This girl is delusional. All right, let's read some more and then that's it, and I'll do a prayer. Tell Sue that she's suspended because of her nastiness. They forget about that little term and condition box they check while joining a platform. Okay, there is freedom of speech, but you are not free from consequences of those words. Okay, none too bright, that one. Considering how unintelligible that is, I doubt any explanation will take hold. But then again, they have no shame to even put this on social media. Okay, there is no free speech in the UK anyway. It's freedom of expression there. Do we have to? Alright, so there's more. That's it. Alright, the next one that I have is politics. I don't think I want to record anymore. The politics part will have to go for another thing. Alright, so let's do a prayer. Prayer for what? Let's do a prayer for let's say freedom of success. Okay, this is the first time I'm using that, of success, because we want the Sussexes and all the Commonwealth who's trying to get away from the UK to be successful. All right, and you have Meghan and Harry do their things to be successful at their freedom. You know, I mean, Meghan always had the freedom, but after coming from the UK, that was too much. All right, let's see if there's a side prayer here. There's none. Let's see what they say here. Prayer for success. Enlarge my vision for success in my career. Help to succeed in my life. Prayer for spiritual fruit and success. Success at the crossroad. Yeah, I think that fits perfectly for all the Caribbean Commonwealth countries who's trying to get away, and for the Sussexes. Let's do an image. Hopefully the image fits perfectly. That's the first time I'm reading this. Let's see. Let's do this one. Prayer for freedom, a prayer for truth. Okay. Jesus, my Savior, I have been listening to too many lies for far too long. I have been tricked by the enemy. Oh, maybe that's it. I need to be free from these lies. Jesus, I know that you are true and that the truth will set me free. Jesus, help me to rejoice in the truth. I need to believe the truth. I pray that it really will set me free. Help me with your unbelief, Jesus. You know my heart and know that I need help believing. Thank you, Jesus, that you offer truth to your children. Thank you for your patience with me. In your glorious name, I pray, amen. This part where I said, thank you for your patience with me. I'm thinking some of those people who took a while to see the truth. Okay, where God is forgiving them. It's okay. You didn't know, you didn't see, but let's move forward and let me pave the way for you. Okay, this is for Jamaica, for Barbados, Belize, and who else am I missing? All the other ones who wants to move forward, where there's a possibility, what is it? The nonsense that the UK love to do to create disturbance among people to not happen. Okay, so God will lead you to a better way, and hopefully, and let's not forget Haiti. Haiti is still behind. Let's hope Haiti find its way as well. Okay, so let's do one more prayer. Okay, so today I'm feeling prayers. There are times I don't feel prayers, but this one today I feel it. Let's do the, oh shoot, it's small, but maybe I could read it. Okay, Father, we have been giving the freedom of speech, religion, and assembly. Bless us to teach these freedoms to our children and to equip them with your words and prayer as they take the message of Jesus Christ into their respective learning institution. Okay, for all of the Commonwealth. Okay, God create all of us to be free, but men, okay, who decided to oppress others to stay at the top, they took all of that away from us. So now we need to reteach our young people. Many of us knew of it, but we need to retrain our mind to learn what it is to be free. Okay, freedom doesn't mean you go to somebody else and do as you please. There's that respect and that humbleness that happen when it comes to all of this freedom of things. Okay, so let's reteach our kids what it means to have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, and all of the things that God have given us for free, but some others felt like they need to take that away from us. So our society, our young people needs to learn these kind of things. Hopefully those adults who were so blind, so angry, it's not their fault, by the way, because the institution knows how to manipulate the mind. They trick the mind. May some of those people who have suffered from all of this restriction, before they depart, they got a taste of what it means to have this. Okay, so that way our young generation could have flourished in a different way. All right, so our future could be somewhat better. That's what came to mind as I read this. I didn't even finish the prayer. All right, so which means it hits perfectly. So let's start all over. Father, we have been giving the freedom of speech, religion, and assembly. Bless us to teach this freedom to our children and to equip them with your words and prayer as they take the message of Jesus Christ into their respective learning institutions. Keep our children covered and protected in the blood of Jesus on their way to and from school, and while they are in school, protect them from hurt, harm, and danger every day. Amen. I think this prayer is perfectly, it's small, but it hit the nail on the head. All right, so that's it. I hope some of you who, I'm not expecting everybody to agree with me. I've had people who say, you know, I listen to you, but this one I disagree. We have to have our disagreement. But for some of you who takes some positive out of some of the things that I say, I hope when you meet other people, you go to your respective whatever schools or work, or you meet some individual who is blind to the truth. Okay, be compassionate, be able to let them see. Okay, they may not realize it right away, but tell your truth. Okay, don't be afraid to tell your truth. With that truth, there's some responsibility that needs to be taken care of. As I'm saying this, I'm thinking sometimes, not every time you can tell your truth all at once, because of repercussion. There's some people who the hate, the negativity is so deep into their mind, won't even give you the chance to tell your truth. So you have to be very careful how and when you tell your truth, and your tone of voice also is matter. How you tell your truth, don't say it in an angry way. You know, wherever you go, keep your truth in mind. Don't compromise your truth of hate, this kind of thing. I hope I make sense with that. You know, when you meet a coworker who's telling you some BS to make you feel like theirs is the only way, okay, don't forget about your truth, your core values, your foundation. Don't forget that. All right, you need the same way they can tell you their truth, the same way you could say, oh, I didn't think of it that way, this is the way I grew up, this is the way that I see it, you know, this kind of thing. Explain your truth. If they're really to tell you their BS, okay, spill your truth to them as well. All right, let them see a different way. They may not see it at the moment that you tell them, but once they go home, they're reflecting on the conversation, it will make them think. Okay, it will give them a different perspective. Just think of it that way. All right, so that's it. That went a bit too long, but that's it. May all the Caribbean, Commonwealth, Haiti as well find their way, prosperity, because everybody wants peace and a peaceful life. Okay, Harry said this.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
For a peaceful life. Let's hope all of them have that, including the Sussexes. That's it. Thanks to you for watching.